All right, welcome back to Civ 5. Sorry, I'm a bit late now. I've had some trouble with sleeping, maybe a little too much sleeping. So I slept all day and then all night, and so I haven't been able to really do this. But let's get into it. Okay, so what was I doing here last time? It's been a while. So I guess I have to free this guy. Yeah, this should be good. So I don't know why I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't sleep all night last night, but things seem to be in control and stuff like that. I'm just very tired, and I hope I don't make this too boring. So I tried to look for some kind of music for this game so it's not too boring when I'm not talking about something. But all I found was this channel with royalty free music, but I don't think it's really suitable for this game. It's a bit too techno-y maybe. It's it said it's house music, but well, maybe modern house music isn't what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking late 80s stuff like that. But it just didn't wouldn't have fit this game, so I'll try to look for something better for next time. Maybe something similar to Civ 5's music, but I don't really like the Civ 5 music because it gets old really fast. I might have said this before, I can't remember really well. What have I been doing lately? I took part in this kind of it's called it's a group of for unemployed people that te- kind of give advice for how to exercise and sleep and eat better. So I think that's been pretty useful. I've been getting some good tips on how to start losing weight, for example. So I think it's been about 15 pounds so far in 6 weeks, and for first time in several years. I'm under 330 pounds, so that's finally a good kind of progress. It's been about a little over 1 kilo a week, which is pretty good pace. It's not too fast, so I have a chance of keeping the weight loss later because it's it's a meme by now, but it's notoriously hard for people to lose weight and then keep the weight down on reasonable levels. So I'm trying to avoid gaining it back, obviously. So it's good. So kind of some kind of change finally. What was I doing? I can't seem to concentrate on two things right now, which is not optimal. But yeah, I'm enjoying the group. It's twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I find it's given me some kinds of tools to keep the weight loss going, and but at the same time not get too excited when I lose weight and keep on the program, so to speak. What else? Yeah, it's I've been visiting. I also started going to a gym once a week, so I'm trying to gain some um, strength on my arms and upper body in general and my back, so I get less cramps. I haven't been getting too many of them since I started walking regularly, and so that's been helping too. It's this kind of advice I'd have for other fat people who want to change their position is just start walking. Don't I don't care about how fast or how long you walk. You just have to pick a speed that suits you where you don't get too winded, and just walk your own pace. And if you're as overweight as I am, it's enough just to walk like that for maybe half an hour to an hour per day. Trust me, it works, and you really gotta stop the sugar intake and all that. Don't buy anything you that has added sugar in it, and I'd advise to even not maybe eat too many fruits either. You can eat a few fruits, but try to pick those that are maybe not so high in sugars, and absolutely don't choose it. If you start choosing, it's gonna separate the all the sugars from the fruit flesh, and that's not good because you'll get more of the sugar inside. It does the excess doesn't go away with the leftover fruit flesh that you pass, and it's advisable to really not use too many carbohydrates in general if you want to lose weight. Yeah, exercise is the number one thing, and well, exercise is the number two thing, and cutting back on carbohydrates is number one thing because carbohydrates it doesn't take any energy to burn them in your body. They're quick energy, and then there's the crash if you ingest too much of it. What was I doing? I guess I'll have to take mosques. I'm a bit late to the religion here. There we go. That'll have to do. But yeah, I don't want to give too much advice, but it looks like the science is kind of owning up to it, that it's been taught wrong for years or decades, that people always say that fat makes you fat, but it's carbohydrates that make you fat. You actually need fat to get the kind of, how do you say it, slow acting energy that lasts longer and burns slower, but you'll have energy for the whole day, as to speak. I've been eating this kind of medium fat diet and very low carbohydrate, which it's kind of a weird thing, because I've always been taught that you can't eat any fat at all, because if you do, you'll get a heart attack. And I've been learning lately that there's a lot, and I mean tons of scientific proof that eating fat and meat and animal products in general, and adding some green vegetables to it, it's probably the most optimal diet you can have as a human, because, well, think of it this way: the Inuits who live way north in the north of Canada, they only pretty much eat seal fat and seal meat and fish and stuff like that they can catch. And I doubt anything really grows there that they'd eat. So it's kind of like they've been doing this for thousands of years. So why is it suddenly that fat kills you and you shouldn't eat fat at all and eat unnatural stuff like margarine and stuff like that? That's actually pretty near poisonous to you, because margarine it's even the taste is so unnatural. I hate it. And what I read, it's pretty bad, so to speak. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, so always you should do your own research and find out what works for you, because there are differences in people naturally. So what works for me may not work for you, because there's definitely people that can get high functioning lives with just plant-based diets and stuff like that. So, but the historical fact is that humans are carnivores who can eat some plants. I'm pretty confused right now what I'm doing in this game, because Well, maybe it's the lack of sleep. I don't know. I just feel weird and wrong all of a sudden. Also, I was supposed to do this game, I think, yesterday or no, day before yesterday actually, because but like I said, I haven't been in the best state of well, not state of mind. It's always for some reason. Sometimes it's really difficult to get up in the morning. I've been sleeping really well lately. It's always really difficult, like being pulled out of simulation or something when I wake up, and I always feel like crap right away. And I know it goes away after like 10 minutes, but I still some mornings can't get the motivation to get up because I don't know why. It's it's surprisingly difficult for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm not responsible for anyone else to get up and go somewhere. But yeah, it's weird. I hope I get some proper motivation soon because I want to keep doing this series of videos and of Civ 5 and Urban Assault for now. And when I'm done with this playthrough, I'll probably start another game to supplement Urban Assault, and I'm thinking maybe StarCraft and Brood War, but there's many other games to think about. I'm not very good at Star Wars. Star. Damn it. I just said the name. StarCraft. How is it that difficult? Yeah, I'm not really very good at StarCraft. I'm not. I don't really like playing it online. I've had a few good games a couple of decades ago, but not good games, but fun games. I mean, it's team games are always the best I found. I'm just not good enough to kind of rationalize playing it. It's I'm not I'm not even close to fast enough playing it, so I don't wanna ruin someone else's game by being too slow and screwing it up for the team, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've been starting to go to gym once a week, and we even went to gym with the exercise group, and it was good. learned that I don't have to do, because before, when I actually got a gym membership some years ago, and I went once and then I stopped going because I was too intimidated, and I definitely wasn't ready to start going to a gym, to be honest. And I was too intimidated to immediately start doing things perfectly, or like how to use the gym machines and all of that. But I kind of learned now it doesn't have to be perfect, and you kind of have to do it in a way that suits you the best. So don't start with too heavy weights and kind of let your own strength dictate how many reps and series you do in whatever machines, if I said that right. And it's kind of more important to do a lot of it than not as much weight as possible from the start. So you have to be patient. You're not gonna do too much weight from the beginning, but you kind of have to concentrate on doing a lot of it from the constant repeats and stuff like that. It comes the strength gain eventually. But yeah, I definitely need some strength on my arms because, well, for instance, I've never been able to do even one push up ever, or what do you call those, pull up, from pulling yourself up from with your arms. I don't know the English language terminology for working out too much. The sad thing is, I used to do a lot of sports in my youth when I was like, I think up to the year 2000, I was really active in. I played floorball in a team, junior, in the juniors. Then I got this problem with my knees where there's excess growth of the cartilage in just under your kneecaps, and it was really painful, and I couldn't run, so that ended that. So, and also I was pretty good. I had eye for the game, but the problem is the other kids had much better eye for the game, so I would have been relegated to some lower level juniors. So, but yeah, definitely the knee thing ended that. It, I, I think seem to remember it happens because you grow too quickly and you exercise too much, so the body doesn't know how much to grow the supporting structures on your legs or something like that. So it grows out of control. I guess I could have had an operation, I think, and but that would have been probably too expensive. There's no guarantee it doesn't grow right back, so I had to cut back on exercise, and that kind of led to being really too inactive at home, and I just stayed at home for the next, I don't know, decade or so. Yeah, pretty much. And by the time the time for going to army came by, I weighed about 120 kilos, so that's almost, I think it's, well, it's that times 2.2, so about 250 pounds. And surprise, surprise, I got problems with my knees. I couldn't, I mean, walking at my own pace was fine, but my legs were way too weak to support all the extra weight from the gear and stuff like that from in the army and marching at someone else's pace. So I first time I lasted for about, I don't know, 3 weeks before I got, I think it was some kind of inflammation that was really painful in my knees. And they sent me home for a year. And then I tried again in 2008, but it was the same problem all over again. I didn't do the work I should have done to get myself back in shape because, well, I didn't think like that, so I had to learn the hard way. So I definitely have to keep this up and keep losing weight and just keep doing the work. And I just hope if my telling these stories will help someone else avoid the same problems. Although it's definitely useful to learn the hard way because you learn to appreciate the fact that you have to do the work to succeed and, well, not even succeed, but to be able to live some kind of normal life. Yeah, I was definitely lazy at those times, and when I had to stop the sports, I kind of stayed sitting on my ass and doing nothing for way too long, and then that just became the new normal for me, and I just kind of accepted it and expected things to just work themselves out without any kind of, how do you say it, any kind of input from me. So that's not that's not the healthy way of thinking about things. No one's gonna come and gets you to go to work someplace from your room, and you have to put in the work to make it in this world. I think too many people just have the notion, like I did, that someone else is just gonna tell them where to go and what to do, and that's not how it works. And I just wish I'd had figured this out on my own sooner, started doing something useful with my time. Now I don't know if it's too late for me. I'm not gonna give up, that's for sure, but it's definitely more difficult for me to get, for instance, just get some work. I guess I started looking for jobs not too long ago, and it's really difficult to even get past the first stage of recruitment, or how do you say it? And then I tried to get some get into forklift training that would have been possible to lead to a longer work what's it called, vocational education into what's it called, warehouse work. But the problem is I'm competing with the kids that just came out of schools, and I really think they choose those kids first rather than some old fart like me. I'll just have to keep trying. Hopefully someday I'll find something that suits me, that I can do without any of my health stuff coming in the way, or getting in the way. Right now, like I said, I'm concentrating on losing a lot of weight. So right now I'm somewhere around, I think, 325 pounds. Sorry, I'm not that great with mathematics, or even adding and subtracting, because I'm not sure what the. No, I'm just confused what I was supposed to say right now. Weird. I think I'm way too tired right now. I can't even concentrate on the game right now. I'm just on poorly on autopilot. I think. And I keep forgetting this unit. I have to move it. But yeah, it's definitely not ideal when you go to sleep at 3 a.m. and then you sleep for the next 17 hours and just mess up your sleeping schedule because you're too lazy to get up. So I really realize I'm a couple of days late making this video, so sorry about that. I forgot this unit again. Hmm. So I'll take suggestions in the comment sections. What game should I play after this one? I think this Civ 5 game won't last as long as my Urban Assault playthrough because I'll be playing the main game and both of the add-on campaigns. I was thinking about maybe StarCraft or Brutal Doom or something like that. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. But the good thing is this game isn't really a genius level game, so I should be fine. I'll just have to check my cities as soon as I remember to do that. That's a pretty bad roll. Usually, even brutes can kill a barbarian archer with one go. Just all locked up in my mind right now. I'm not really sure how to function properly. Close to losing that scout. I'll definitely try to make the whole 2 hours I've planned for this game per episode. So, okay. I think I'll just save this just in case. just great. Yeah, I'm gonna load. That's not good. I can't just afford to lose a scout like that. Even if I do have a lot of units. This might be just as bad, but I have to try something. Yep, they're dead. Sorry about the animal noises. So it's Shift today and hopefully Urban Assault tomorrow, and hopefully that will fix the schedule that I screwed up. Yeah, they are probably gonna find it anyway. Interesting. Okay, so they can't see me right now, but well, depends on how they move next turn. I hope they go that way. Hope for the best. Not good. I think it's probably over for that scout. Unless I get this warrior, or is it I get that brute close enough to distract them, maybe. Hmm. I definitely have to heal it now for this turn. So yeah, definitely if you're in a situation where you're still young and not quite out of school yet, and you maybe have to do like I had to stop exercising or something similar. Definitely don't start sitting at home, because you'll get into the mindset pretty soon where you don't even want to leave home. No one's gonna come get you from your room. That's how it is. So definitely keep active. Try to avoid my mistake. But if you're in my situation right now, definitely start some kind of exercise because it's good for your mental health, and it's good for your physical health, but even better for your mental health. That's, I think, pretty much proven that exercise is really good for your mental health too, because you'll have done something, even if it's just walk for a couple of miles every day. Because when you're at my kind of weight, even walking is going to lose you weight. But it's just the thing, you have to do it every day for it to matter. Constant exercise. I mean, regular exercise. So half an hour every day. But what you gotta realize is you have to walk your own pace. So if somebody tells you you gotta pick up your pace, just tell them no, I'm gonna go my own pace. Definitely, if you get when you get more comfortable with walking, you find out you can do more of it, and that's because your leg muscles are growing from the exercise, and then you can do longer walks, and pretty soon you'll be walking faster and faster. And I wouldn't recommend running when you're over, I don't know, 300 pounds or something, because it won't be good for your knees. It's too much stress for your knees. So be calm about it and be patient. It's not gonna be fast. And it's good if it's not too fast losing weight, because, like I said, it's easy to gain it back. That's a story as old as time. I mean, as old as history of losing weight, because it's so easy to gain it back because you think you can just go back to your normal habits and it'll be fine because you just lost weight, but it's gonna go back so fast you'll be surprised. So definitely take your time and be calm, be patient. So what I did, I'm not sure if I told this before because my memory doesn't work like right now, so I might have said this before, but I overhauled my diet completely. So I dropped all the sugars and grains and pretty much everything that has a lot of uh, carbohydrates. it's not exactly keto diet because I do have some carbohydrate intake, but it's more natural sources for humans. Historically, it's stuff like beetroot and potatoes and but all of the alcohol and bread and pasta is gone and rice is gone and another thing is processed foods and pre-made salads and stuff like that. If you're gonna eat salad, just buy fresh salad and eat that because it won't have the added salad dressings which are full of sugars for one and who knows what else they have in them. So it's pretty much just most of, if not all of animal products. And another thing I eat is green vegetables because those are low in carbohydrates. And the thing I found really weird is I eat at about, let's say, 8:30 a.m. breakfast, and that's usually pork belly or bacon and eggs and or sometimes it's what do you call those mincemeat steaks and that I make myself, and I only really put salt and pepper on them and fry them on the pan. So that keeps the hunger away really well and really long time because it's when you eat meat and fat it doesn't give you that energy spike that turns into a energy crash late a couple of hours later. It it's a kind of low level boost that keeps on going for several hours and keeps you keeps your energy level constant for a long time. I mean, keeps your energy level kind of how do you say it? Stable, and there's no sugar crash. And when you eat fat, it's the same, but it's even more, even longer energy source because you have to use a lot of energy in your body and heat to break down the fat into usable energy. So it's not gonna just go into storage like high carbohydrates are. And by storage, I mean the fat that gathers around your body. It's probably gonna take years still to because all the farming companies and farming lobbies are making it so that fat and meat is demonized and saying it's unhealthy, and so people would eat grains and bread and stuff that's not anywhere near natural food for a human being. They say that fat clogs up your arteries, but it's not cholesterol. It's when you eat lot of carbohydrates, and I don't remember exactly how it works, but basically your cholesterol lipids are like everything you need in your body, like brain function and repair work and stuff like that. It's done by cholesterol, and it's not cholesterol itself that starts clogging up your arteries, but when you eat a lot of carbohydrates, the carbohydrates oxidize your cholesterol particles, and that's what creates the atherosclerosis, or how do you say it? The clogging up of your arteries. That causes the cholesterol particles to start clogging up your articles. So when you turn way down your carbohydrate intake, happens a lot less. So there's been studies, dozens of studies, and it's always the same result. Low carb diet makes you lose weight and become healthier, and low fat diets do the opposite. And doctors just keep trying to fix the problem with the same non-working methods, like putting you on statins, which is, somebody explained it to me. It's basically, statins is when you have high cholesterol, the doctor puts you on a statin drugs that remove the cholesterol from your blood, and it's somebody who explained it to me. It's the same as trying to fight forest fires by removing all the trees. So not exactly the best solution. Okay, I forgot again what I was doing. these two are gonna come this way. Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I really don't know what I'm doing right now. Definitely not gonna be able to play Urban Assault today, so I'll have to make that video tomorrow. Hmm. I have survivalism too, but it's not gonna be enough. I'll just do that then. I'm definitely not gonna be able to help my scout in time, especially now that it's got a enemy archer nearby. Another game that might be good is Red Alert 2. Not sure which one yet. And then there's this game called Original War. There's a lot of old interesting games that I could play on YouTube videos. Oh yeah, I forgot I have games in GOG.com also, so might check out some of those. Oh, now I know. I should play Kingpin Life of Crime next. It's. I think that's gonna get me. Well, I was about to say demonetized, but that's a game and a half. This one is not nice. I might have to call it a day here because I'm just way too tired and there's nothing really for me to talk about, and this is just gonna be boring for you. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I'm definitely way too tired to continue, but hopefully next time I can do the full 2 hours. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you later. Bye.